Hello and welcome to our recording studios here in Nottingham, where we do the Acoustic1 radio programmes. Today's date, Saturday the 25th of April, and my name's Gary Hayward. And just a few weeks ago I learnt of the sad death to my friend Bryan James, a very good guitarist, a very talented, a man who was very serious about his music and dedicated his life to his music. A few years back in 2002, 2004, we were involved in a project, me and my friend David Hudson and quite a few other people, called the New Grey Whistle Test. Bryan wanted to be filmed with Pure Instinct for the New Grey Whistle Test. He absolutely loved the concept and the idea. Sadly, we're not doing the New Grey Whistle Test anymore, we've moved on to other things, but for the time that we did that project, there's no two ways about it. It was a great project, and certainly we got the film footage that you're about to see of Bryan's in loving memory to Bryan. I'm glad we filmed Bryan. I'm so glad we filmed Pure Instinct, because now we've got something of this very talented friend, musician, guitarist, Bryan James. So we'll hand you over to the footage, some of the songs, there's a little bit of an interview, and we're going to make available a DVD of this as well. Thanks very much.
This is a party political broadcast on behalf of the New Grey Whistle Test.
This is the other character.
The New Grey Whistle Test. Vote for the New Grey Whistle Test. The wheel, round, bloody good idea. Get you from A to B. An aeroplane flies high in the sky. Get you from A to Z. Bloody good idea. The New Grey Whistle Test is not only a vote for the country, not only a vote for freedom, but it's also a vote for music, and in particular, good rock and roll. This is pure rock and roll, and this is Pure Instinct. Rock on.
About a ship I'm in, I can't sing, I ain't pretty, and my legs are thin. But don't ask me what I think of you, I might not give the answer that you Now when I talk to God, I know you understand. I said, sit by me and I'll be your God hand. But don't ask me what I think of you, I might Thank you very much. Texas town, I shut upside rain. Just let me know if you wanna go to that 4 miles of rain. much.
Instinct. Introduce yourself, lads, and tell us what you do.
I'm Bryan, play the guitar, sing.
I'm Ray, play the bass and sing.
And I'm Martin, the drummer.
And you've just done an absolutely fantastic set for us here down at the Roadhouse.
Appreciate that, guys.
And I'd like to say at this particular point, for everybody who's going to watch this interview, it's now known as newgreyWhistletest.tv. Hasn't that got a nice sound to it? It's not. Can I just say that again to the camera? newgreyWhistletest.tv. That's a lovely sound. That's enough about me. These guys here, as I said, have just played an absolutely awesome set of songs. Start with yourself, right? Musical influences, many, but what would you top? You know,
Everybody and anything, really. If it gets to me, I like it. You know, it can be a guitar solo on a Des O'Connor song for all I care, you know. It's just anything that grabs me, everybody and everything.
Can you remember how old you were when you started getting into music?
I always wanted
the bands that influenced you.
I always wanted to play. I was just, it was different in the old days. I was kind of frightened because I thought you had to read, and all these musical notes used to frighten the life out of me, you know. And it wasn't until I was like, I mean, I was always into sport, but I always wanted to play. And I started quite late, really, 17, 18. But I just used to really go to bed with the guitar, sleep with it, you know. It became an obsession.
The band
It really was bad.
Well,
Bad obsession. So
I'm
I had to
sorry.
catch up on a lot of years that I lost. But
have you played in quite a few bands along the way, or?
I played in a few bands in the late 70s, but I've always liked the kind of three-piece, Johnny Winter, Cream. I like the free kind of form of a three-piece. I like the naked bones of the drums, bass and guitar.
Yeah.
I mean, I say vocals. I don't confess to be a singer, but I feel with the guitar and the singing, like I'm sure Rory Gallagher would say, even Jim, the whole
Thing.
montage of and I think playing from here doesn't mean to say that you have to have a fantastic voice. It's just,
Yeah, literally, it's
you
from
know,
the
it's all
start.
goes
Yeah,
together.
definitely.
And these are the best two guys I've ever played with, and probably ever will play with. So I think my next thing, obviously, is to put more original material in. I've got a lot of ideas I'm throwing about, and I find this a means to an end, where the next step is to put original songs in. Although
Yeah.
I do love playing other people's material. I mean, there's so much stuff I'm doing in other people's material. If I swing a few chords around, I'm sure I can make it.
Yeah, you
can
can
understand
write
that.
an original song as
But,
a band. The bass player, this young lad here, an awesome bass player.
Not that young.
How long? Look, he's a young lad. How long have you been with the band Pure Instinct, and who are you? You know, who your musical influences?
I've been here for about a year and a half now, and Jimi Hendrix is my influence, and the Beatles.
They're two very good influences, aren't they?
Yeah.
Is there any in particular you like about Jimi Hendrix or the Beatles, or all of it, or
Well, the Beatles is the songs, and just
early Beatles or later on?
all of it.
All
I
of it.
like all of it, yeah. And just Jimi Hendrix's style, really, his power, and
Yeah.
that's what I like about
No
Jimi.
particular Jimi Hendrix track
Yeah, Voodoo Child.
sticks out for you.
Yeah, Voodoo
Child. Well, I'm standing next to a mountain. And now it's time to have a chat to this young lad here, the drummer. What about yourself?
not
How
that
long
young.
have you been with the band? And
About 15 months. And I've been playing since I was 8 years old.
playing drums since you
Yeah.
was 8 years old. That's why you're so very, very good, isn't it?
Well,
You're a bit good, aren't you? You really know how to hit them tones. Was it a band or you was in the Scouts? Oh,
I
sorry.
was in the Scouts. In the Scouts band.
Well, that's
No.
where, you know.
I think it's down to me parents, really. They
They
encouraged me
encouraged
to
you.
play.
Can you remember the first time you played, or a band, or was it
Yeah.
at school? Or
It was at school, yeah. Yeah. In,
one drum then?
One snare drum.
One drum and a couple of rulers.
Then it went up. No, I had the first kit.
Which your
so I
mum,
would be about.
which your mum and dad
10
paid a
years
lot of
old.
money for.
They
You
did
broke
in
the
them
bank,
days.
you know.
50 quid, I think it was. Yeah. But
Because the general sound to your band, Pure Instinct. you
yeah,
have, you know.
yeah, it's quite energetic for a 3-piece. I've just come out of a 12-piece, so it's a bit of a.
I must say, it rocks along quite nicely.
It sounds. It's quite full for a 3-piece.
Out of all the songs that you've just played for us, Hocus Pocus did it for me. You're on drums. It was awesome.
Can I just emphasise that's probably the worst I've ever played it, but it's rock and roll.
Oh, hey,
And
that's rock and roll.
I just want to say one
It's
thing.
the worst I've
that
ever played it as well.
you-
It's still rock and roll.
Can you say, please, can you get it brummy right now?
You reminded me of like when you mentioned parents. I would just love to emphasise that my mother. I mean, I've got all these influenced guitar players, but the biggest influence really was my mother, and I'll never ever forget the support that she gave me. And it says on the website she used to come in the room and she'd say, "Listen to this, Mum. It's probably took about 25 years to work out this real lick, you know." She go, "I can't. Your dad will be wondering how and the potatoes will be boiling over." But I love your mother. I haven't got to, but I just want to mention my mum.
You just want to do that? Oh,
And she actually used to come in here with the boys, and there's an actual Pure Instinct poster over there with my mother on the poster. So I love you, Mum. She's with Jimmy up there.
Yeah.
She's with Jimmy.
So you say, you know.
See there? It's over there. He's supposed to have been bigger, but Neil hasn't got his arse round to it yet. Love you, Neil, too.
I just wanted to ask you, where are you playing live next for people who watch this interview? And you've got to think about sort of 2-3 weeks' time, or where you're around, for people to come watch you live. And they're well worth, hello, over here. And they're well worth watching live, by the way. You're in for an awesome treat. Go and see this band. Sorry.
Well, I actually am a performer and an entertainer really, more than somebody who sits in a rehearsal room or records or whatever, but things are going to change a bit there. But we play the Adam and Eve, which is in Birmingham, about 6 times a year. Those are our kind of residencies. We do, is it the Royal in Sutton, about 6 times a year. But we do play within about a 100-mile radius. We're doing some work in Weston on August Bank Holiday, and so we are really trying to...
Are there any sort of dates on your websites? I know you've got your own websites, haven't you?
Yeah.
As such, that people can check you out. Is there like a tour or a gig guide?
I always update it. There's about always 3 or 4 months in advance.
Yeah, it's all right.
What's the website address?
It's www.pureinstinct.co.uk.
As simple as that.
Yeah, and there's actually some live footage on. I don't want to sound tedious, but it was the memorial gig for my mother in February 2004. And there's little montages you can look at. That was a year ago. We've got to introduce some new material, and the original material I'll be introducing will be pretty much in that Pure Instinct free-formy,
So for
3-piece.
So for people who watch the new Grey Whistle Test, Hendrix are into Floyd and into Cream, and they want to go along and they want to see played really, really well, and I mean that. You're the band to come and see, aren't you?
I appreciate
Check
it.
out the website. I've seen you play down here live, and it was just a brilliant night. I mean, it was fantastic.
That
night.
was with the Wilco Johnson.
That was my first Saturday night down here. Yeah, Wilco Johnson was on afterwards.
Wilco Johnson enjoyed us that
brilliant.
much. He's asked to do it with him again next year.
Yeah.
But I was told that the band's the wrong way around. But
Please check out Pure Instinct. We've come to the end of this particular interview. We will be having Pure Instinct back again in the future. The guys are actually going to go away and write some original stuff and come back here maybe in a few months down the line and hit us on with original songs, hopefully. It's now time to say just absolutely thanks to everybody. I've got the track listing here. Is this the track listing here? It is.
that's our particular track.
Yeah. The last song that you finished off on, what was the last song that you finished?
Bullfrog Blues.
Bullfrog Blues. Check that out towards the end of this particular set. It was just absolutely brilliant. But thanks to Dave Hudson, our cameraman there behind the camera. Thanks to Claire. Thanks to Bob, Vince, the whole crowd here. Thank you all for coming down and supporting the new Grey Whistle Test. And we hope you tune in and get together with us soon. Thanks a lot. Thank you.
Yeah.